Hello students, welcome to you all in your English classes. Today I shall explain you fifth chapter of your textbook The 100 Dresses Part 1 written by Eleanor Estate. She was an American writer and very popular among children. The 100 Dresses was written in 1944 but is still as popular today as it was when it was published. The story is based on Easter's own experiences. While in elementary school, she had a classmate who was teased because she wore the same dress to school every day. Easter never forgot the little girl who felt guilty for teasing her. She knew what it felt like to be poor. Thus, Easter decided to write The 100 Dresses. The book is deeply moving and touches children who are moved by Wanda's forgiving nature. The title The 100 Dresses is an apt one as it refers to the 100 dresses that Wanda Petrosky had made quietly. She had created sketches of unique dresses due to which she won the contest. The title highlights the great talent and beautiful nature of the Polish girl Wanda. It also reminds her of the constant bullying she referred at the hands of her classmates, like Peggy and Maddie, who presumed themselves to be superior to her just because she was poor. Yet her nature was such that she never bore any ill will towards her heartless classmates. Thus, in a way, the 100 dresses were not just that but also point the many ways in which Wanda proved to be superior to her tormentors. Let's come to the theme of the chapter. The theme of forgiveness is dominant in the story. Yes, in the story you will find the forgiveness. Although the girl teased Wanda every single day, Wanda forgave Maddie and Paddy and demonstrates this by giving them each one of the beautiful dresses she has painted. This also shows Wanda to be the bigger person given that her school experience has not been fun because of them. One of the theme of the book is bullying because even though Peggy and Maddie do not think of their teasing as bullying and do not mean to make Wanda unhappy, it is bullying nonetheless. Maddie begins to recognize it as such but does not want to say anything in case the teasing transferred to her instead of Wanda. The story also suggests that it is important to resist bullies as it is cruel. This story is based on the real experiences of the writer. It is about a girl who is teased by her classmates. This girl was Wanda, who always claims for having 100 dresses. Her classmates made fun of her as her claim was in contradiction to the fact that she always came to school wearing the same dress. Her classmates assumed her name to be funny. Her name was not common because she came to an American town as a Polish emigrant with her family. Wanda Petrosky was a young Polish girl who went to school with other American children. She was different in many ways from other children. That day, Wanda was not in her seat. She usually sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in room 13, where most of the boys made noises. She rarely said anything. Wanda came from Boggin's height. Her feet were usually caked with dry mud. There were other girls named Peggy and Maddie. Most often, both these girls waited for Wanda Petrosky to have fun with her. Wanda did not have any friend, but a lot of friends talked to her. She came to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a faded blue dress that did not often fit her properly. Peggy asked Wanda courteously how many dresses she possessed. Wanda was poor and always came to school wearing a faded blue dress. She was quiet and always found sitting in the corner of the classroom. Although she claimed that she had 100 dresses and 60 shoes at her home. Two best friends, Peggy and Maddie, were the most famous girl in the school, while anyone barely knew Wanda. The story is about the viewpoint of Maddie, who was the best friend of the main player in the daily taunting and teasing. Daily, they asked Wanda how many dresses and how many pairs of shoes she had. Wanda replied that she had 100 dresses and all lined up in the closet. All were surprised at her remark. About shoes, she replied that she had 60 pairs of all color. They all were very much surprised. Well, Peggy was the best friend of Meg. They both were friends of Wanda. Peggy enjoyed fun with her, but she always protected small children from bullies. She would cry for hours on seeing an animal mistreated. If anyone asked about her protection for Wanda as cruelty, she would feel surprised. But why did Wanda say that she had 100 dresses? She must have told the truth. Peggy thought other girls had never troubled her very much. On the other hand, Maddie was a poor girl. She usually wore the old clothes of others. She thanked herself for not living in Boggin's height or for having a funny name. But the question of asking dresses, hats, and other items was troubling her. This question was making trouble for her. Often Peggy asked such questions, but Maddie always felt ashamed. In reality, this game about dresses was invented by Peggy. It was Maddie's desire that Peggy would stop teasing Wanda Petrosky. Today, Maddie was busy with her arithmetic problems. She decided to write a note to Peggy on the point that they would stop asking Wanda how many dresses she possessed. She started writing, but suddenly she stopped. She viewed a new target for Peggy and other girls. She would tell others that it was Peggy's old dress and her mother had mended it so that none could recognize it. She also thought that she would decide not to make fun of Wanda. With these words, Peggy tore up the note. Peggy also knew that Wanda hardly said anything to others. Maddie was lost in wonder about her 100 dresses. Then the drawing and color contest came to her mind. For the girls, the contest was to design dresses. The boys were to design motorboats. Maddie was hopeful that Peggy would win because she was good at designing. She could copy a picture from a magazine quite alike. Next day, it was drizzling. So, without waiting for Wanda, they hurried to school for the result. The moment they entered the room, they were amazed to see drawing all over the room. They were in drizzling color of lavish designs. These must have been 100 and all were lined up. Everybody stopped and praised this grand work. In no time, Miss Mason, the class teacher of Peggy, Maddie, and Wanda, announced the winners. Miss Mason announced Jack Bagels from the boys. About girls, she told that there were just one or two sketches submitted by most girls. But there was a single girl in room 13 who had drawn 100 different designs. I should be proud of her. The judges has viewed that each drawing was worthy of the prize. Wanda Petrosky was the winner. She had been absent for some days and applauses were due to her. All students were happy and burst into applause. Labor gives result. The truth about the same 100 dresses revealed on the result day of the drawing competition. The room was having 100 drawings representing different dresses and all lined up. But in the classroom, at that time, Peggy and Maddie, who were awestruck and realized the theory of 100 dresses. Yes, they felt guilty about having treated her badly. This story is about the matter that doesn't mistreat anyone for being different. This story is teaching everyone that we should never make fun of the unique differences of our fellow human beings and try to accept them as they are. Yes, dear children, what is the message you get through this chapter? Yes, the message of this story is that we should never tease or pass comment to our fellow student. Okay? And another message of the story is that forgiveness is the greatest virtue. Wanda, despite being targeted by bullies, approaches them with great love and forgiveness. This is shown by her gesture of presenting them with beautiful paintings of her dresses. She is far superior to others, and her action is worthy to emulation. I hope you have understood the chapter. Thanks.